Changing its course, the object caused concern among scientists due to its proximity to Earth. Something strange is moving in space. Open images of the object called 3I Atlas confirm that it is not a comet. Imagine a giant space rock the size of 6 football fields. It is completely anomalous, being 1,000,000 times larger than ordinary objects. It is rapidly moving towards our sun at a speed of 67,000 miles per hour. The object glows green and emits material towards the sun rather than away from it, containing industrial-grade nickel that should not exist in nature. But what truly disturbs the scientists? 3-eyed Atlas arrived with a trajectory perfectly matching the orbits of our planets, and the odds of such a coincidence are just 0.5%. Some researchers are now questioning what would have seemed absurd just a few months ago. What if this object is not natural at all? If you are interested in the mysteries hidden in our cosmic neighbor, you should pay attention to this. Today we will discuss discoveries that could change everything we know about our surroundings. But before delving into what makes this object so frightening for scientists, we need to understand something that most people are unaware of when it comes to interstellar visitors. Most cosmic stones move along predictable paths. Comets from our solar system behave like clocks. They heat up as they approach the sun, develop tails pointing away from our star, and follow orbits that we can calculate centuries in advance. We have been studying these cosmic lumps for hundreds of years, and they rarely surprise us. However, the 3-eyed Atlas has broken this pattern from day one. When astronomers first spotted this object, 1,800 feet wide, in July 2025 using the Atlas telescope in Chile, something immediately seemed wrong. The trajectory was too perfect. Instead of spinning randomly through space like all the other interstellar objects we had seen, the 3-eyed Atlas moved along a route that brought it astonishingly close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, as if following a carefully planned path. Astrophysicist Avi Loeb from Harvard University calculated the probability of such a coincidence by pure chance, less than 1 in 20,000. For comparison, the probability of being struck by lightning twice in the same year is higher than seeing a random cosmic rock with such precision. But this was only the beginning of the anomalies. The first serious alarming signal came from its composition. When scientists analyzed the light reflecting off the 3-eyed Atlas, they discovered something that should not exist in a natural comet: pure nickel without iron. Here on Earth, the only way to obtain nickel without iron is through industrial processes in the production of specialized alloys. Nature doesn't work that way. Every natural deposit of nickel we have ever found also contains iron. However, the object known as the 3-eyed Atlas is actually something that clearly indicates artificial origin. The second anomaly is even more disturbing. As the 3-eyed Atlas approaches our sun, it forms what astronomers call an anti-tail, a stream of matter directed straight towards the sun rather than away from it. This contradicts the fundamentals of physics. Solar radiation should repel matter from the sun, not attract it. It resembles how water flows upward. An anti-tail stretches for thousands of miles, glowing with an ominous green light, indicating the presence of carbon molecules. But here's the catch. The initial spectroscopic analysis of the 3-eyed Atlas showed no significant carbon content. Where does this green light come from? The third anomaly leaves scientists completely puzzled. The 3-eyed Atlas brightens much faster than any comet should. Ordinary comets follow predictable brightness curves as they approach the sun. This object defies these predictions and becomes brighter at an exponential rate. Some astronomers worry that it may become visible to the naked eye, even though it is millions of miles away. What causes this rapid increase in brightness? The main theory suggests that the core of the object is actively changing, possibly releasing new materials or undergoing internal processes that we have never observed before. But the most alarming discovery occurred when scientists realized that the 3-eyed Atlas would be hidden from ground telescopes during its closest approach to the sun on October 29th. The timing seems almost intentional, as if the object consciously avoids detailed observation in its most active phase. This is where the situation becomes truly interesting. Dr. Avi Loeb is not the only scientist questioning the 3-eye Atlas. Several research groups are now quietly discussing possibilities that would have been considered career suicide just a few years ago. What if this object is not a comet at all? Evidence is piling up that the 3-eyed Atlas may be what scientists call a Trojan horse, something that appears natural on the outside but contains complex technologies at its core: industrial nickel, an impossible anti-tail, a perfect trajectory. These are no longer just coincidences. This is what we know for sure. The three-eyed atlas traveled through interstellar space for potentially millions of years before entering our solar system. Along the way, it was exposed to cosmic radiation and conditions close to absolute zero. Any natural ice or stone would be significantly altered by these conditions. Nevertheless, the three-eyed atlas behaves like a newly formed comet, actively releasing gases and developing its tail as if encountering sunlight for the first time. This suggests that the object has some protective shell or internal heat source that preserved its contents during interstellar travel. But there is something even more troubling. Recent observations show that the Tri-Eye Atlas object does not merely emit substances by chance. The material he throws seems directed, focused on specific points rather than evenly distributed around him. Such a controlled release is exactly the effect one would expect from artificial engines or navigation systems. NASA's Martian orbiters are preparing for a historic meeting on October 3rd, when Tri-Eye Atlas will fly within 18 million miles of the red planet. This will be our closest chance to glimpse an interstellar object in human history. Several spacecraft, including Maven and Mars Express from the European Space Agency, will direct their instruments at this visit. What they discover could change everything. The implications of Tri-Eye Atlas being artificial could be astounding. If this object is some kind of probe or reconnaissance mission, it means we are not alone in the universe. Moreover, it indicates that another civilization has the technology to send objects across interstellar distances with high precision. However, there exists another, more shocking possibility. Some scientists consider the idea that the Tri-Eye Atlas may be a so-called planetary seed, an object intended to catalyze planet formation in young solar systems. Astrophysicist Susan Falsner demonstrated through computer simulations that large interstellar objects can significantly accelerate the process of planet formation, serving as ready cores for gas giants. If this theory is correct, Tri-Eye Atlas may not explore our solar system but attempt to change it. The object's trajectory will take it past Jupiter in March 2026, where NASA's Juno spacecraft will be able to collect samples of its dust trail. This may be our only chance to gather real materials from another star system and analyze them in detail. But what truly troubles the scientists is that Three-Eye Atlas may not be alone. Computer models suggest that if one civilization has the technology to send interstellar probes, they likely sent more than one. We can observe the first representative of an entire fleet of artificial objects that have quietly studied our solar system for decades or even centuries. The coming months will be absolutely critical. As Three-Eye Atlas approaches its maximum proximity to the Sun, it will either behave like an ordinary comet and gradually fade away, or continue to reveal physics and forces, questioning the possibility that technology from another world visits us. The countdown has begun. Every day brings new observations and new mysteries. Scientists around the world closely monitor this object with a mix of excitement and genuine fear, as the answers found could radically change our understanding of our place in the universe. What do you think is really happening with Tri-Eye Atlas? Is it a natural comet with unusual properties, or something much more extraordinary? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every message and enjoy learning your theories. If this video made you think about the mysteries hidden in our cosmic neighborhood, don't forget to like and share it with those who are just as passionate about cosmic secrets as you are. Your support helps us delve deeper into these amazing discoveries. But the story of the three eyes of the Atlas does not end here. In our next video, we explore the secret data that government agencies quietly collect about interstellar visitors. You won't want to miss what we've learned about the secret protocols for processing potential extraterrestrial technology. Subscribe and hit the bell to be the first to learn about the shocking details we will reveal.